Nation. Yes, yes, yes. We are back with another one, man. Got my brother WiFiWillie back in the building. What's up, King? How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man. Just did a little bit of cardio, as you can see right here on this bike. So feeling good this afternoon. How about you?
Talk that running shit, man. I just left the gym right now, man. So, but now I got me a nice little glass of whiskey. I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah, I got to take it easy. Sober night for me today. I went a little hard last night. So
there you go. It's all good, man. Shout out to the chat gang, man. Love y'all, nation. Real quick, man, the membership button is up top. I'll pin the comment. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, hit that, man. Hit that join button, man. And also wipe them feet, man. So what do you think about the new developments, brother? David Irving, man.
You know, I'm actually kind of disappointed. Like, I wanted to see David Irving play. We know how good he used to be when he had, when he's on the Cowboys with Rod Marinelli. And, like, I get it. I think it shows that they have more confidence in Stills and Philon. But at the same time, preseason, dude, I want to see people play at preseason. Did you not want to see David Irving play on preseason?
Yes. The thing is, though, okay, this is the thing. So I know you probably seen it because you watch everything like I do. He had that show with JT the Brick where he was basically like, once a Raider, always a Raider. This is where I belong. This is where I need to be. And then OTAs come around and you don't show up. Now, somebody, if there's one player on this roster that needs to show up more than anybody, it's David fucking Irving, man.
Yeah, you got caught smoking weed, and we know that should be allowed. But, you look at it, and we only paid him $1 million, and we re-signed him pretty early.
Yes, really.
So when you look around the league, you think nobody else valued him? Nobody else wanted to give him more money? Because obviously he would take it if it was there, right?
Put it like this. He went to Detroit and couldn't get a contract. If you can't make that defense, I don't know what I don't think it's in his head anymore. I don't think that football is something that he really wants to do. You don't know the hardness of this shit until training camp comes back and you're like, oh shit, like I forgot how real it is. You know what I'm saying? And for you to not be there day one, I get it. You don't have to be there technically, man. But for almost a whole roster to be there present and you to not be there, someone that needs to prove to everyone, prove Rod Marinelli right at the end of the day. Prove him right. He's the one that's going out on a limb year in and year out to try to bring you back. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, brother. For somebody that had 40 snaps last year, 40 snaps, how the fuck are you not pulling up into OTAs? That shit's crazy, man.
It's like, even though it's not mandatory, it is. It's just like all of our jobs. There's a company meeting or something that you don't have to go, but you should go, right? Yeah. You're technically supposed to go if you want to still have the job long term. So yeah, just irresponsible. He makes stoners look bad. I think stoners should be able to play football and be perfectly fine. But now he's making them look bad, in my opinion.
Shout out to the chat gang, man. You already know what it is. So the cool thing is, I just read a Vinny B tweet. You know what I mean? And he said, it is what it is, basically, with David Irving. But he's hearing great things about Philon and Darius Stills. Now that right there is telling. That could have said, you know what? You don't want to show up to OTAs, David Irving? Well, we got two guys that's already killing it. So it is what it is. And look, Philon was a great player before he caught that case and ended up getting suspended. Darius Stills, he's hungry, bro. He's hungry. He's already doing good. That's great, bro.
That shows confidence, but at the same time, if we see Irving ball out on another team, if he gets picked up by somebody, gets in rotation and does fine, because you've seen people like Mario Edwards get released by the Raiders, and yes, he still finds a role somewhere on the Ravens, so that's going to piss some fans off, me included, if I see him produce elsewhere. But hopefully, like you're saying, Stills is showing up, Philon showing up. We know Philon used to be an elite caliber player for his position. He was valued. They paid him $5 million a year in Arizona before he caught the case. So that's a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But that defensive tackle room was already deep, bro. There was already going to be one guy that you're already going to look at like he's going to be the odd man out. I had David Irving being our starting DT. I think we're going to see a lot more now of Yannick and Max on the outside with Clee moving in sometimes. I think because, let's be real, David Irving does the same thing, defensive and defensive tackle. Move in, move out. This may be a little blessing in disguise for Max as well. We may see a little bit more I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want them two starting because, like we said before, they're both not great against the run. But I would like to see some plays designed for those guys with Klee in the middle, man, because Klee can play the run great. Hankins can play the run great. That'd be a nice little foursome right there. I like that. Is there anybody else right now, man? Do you think that this is a situation where we're freeing up one more roster spot for someone? And if so, who do you think it is? I mean, I know Melvin Ingram's out there. Justin Houston is out there. I think Melvin Ingram has to be the play, right? If we do go grab someone else. I mean,
I think I see what you're saying, but with the Kuntz draft pick, and then you have Unique Ngakoue, Melvin Ingram, yes, he does rush inside sometimes with the Chargers. You'd see that last year. Not going to happen that often. I think just because we need a solid defensive end against the run, our best is Cleveland Farrell. And then after him, it's really not that good against the run. I think you do sign someone like a Justin Houston that gives you some kind of Farrell insurance policy. Although Farrell's been pretty healthy, though. Outside of the COVID thing, he's been healthy, man.
I would love Justin Houston. I just feel like Gus Bradley's already proved that he likes to go with his guys. But I mean, do you want a third guy that can play the Leo spot? It's just like we already have Kuntz, we already have Yannick. Like those are going to be the Leo guys. You may even throw someone else here and there. But maybe even if we brought back Vic Beasley, but he's another guy that can play the Leo position. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think for some reason, man, Melvin Ingram is going to be that guy because they're going to want to bring him back.
The relationship, it says a lot. I mean, you see Philon, he's probably staying there because of the previous relationship with Gus Bradley.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of cool that you see Irving. I mean, not cool for him, but he's getting released. So it shows that the whole entire coaching staff is going more with Bradley as opposed to Marinelli on the defensive line.
He must have not been just in shape at all, brother. Like, I think David Irving came in looking like James Harden when he pulled up on Houston. Like just out of shape as shit, and just like they're like, are you kidding me? Like this is what we're doing. Like,
yeah.
If you come on, man, it's sad because there's so many players out here, man, that would kill for the chance to be in David Irving's shoes, man. And for you to not take it that serious, man, it's sad, man, because this guy could be great.
And his size. There's so many players who would kill to have his natural size. He is just naturally bigger and stronger and even fast for his size. It's almost like Aaron Donald measurements. I mean, he's bigger than him and just as quick, but not able to take advantage of the opportunity. It's weird. It's weird, and it's unfortunate. So hopefully for him, he finds somewhere to go somewhere else, but not necessarily for us, because then we would be like, well, we screwed it up again.
Hey, everybody, man, if you guys can as well, man, make sure you go subscribe to my brother WiFiWillie. His channel is lit, man. And we got my guy, man. My boy been putting in work. He's at 1,200 now, man. It's a blessing to see my boys building out here. Shout out to the nation, man, for always showing up and showing out. If you guys can, please go subscribe to his channel now. Come back after that. You know what I mean? That's you already know what it is. We got Spotlight about to pull up right now on us as well. I think Scout may pull up in a second. I wanted to just get some guys together and just see where we are with this shit. Like, it's crazy, man. It's not a shocking thing. I was a little surprised, but I wasn't shocked. But this early, that lets you know that it wasn't nothing football related. It had to have been like, okay, bro, so you don't want to come to OTA. Well, that is football related, but you don't want to come to OTAs. You're probably just not fit at all for this shit right now. It's not even July, bro. It's not even June.
But okay, here's the thing I don't like. Are you bringing someone on right now, or can I say something real quick?
No. Do you think?
Yeah. So like, I understand this whole character counts thing, and Mayock has been going on about that since he took over. But I personally just don't agree in some ways. If somebody is able to produce, but they have bad character, they don't attend practices all the time. You know, someone like an AB type character. But when you see them produce on the field, maybe you put them on preseason and you see how they play when it's game time, and they can actually show up despite not practicing that much. There's been a lot of players who have been like that in the NFL.
For sure.
And so I just think you just wait till preseason, in my opinion. A little too early for me.
Yeah. I think there may be some other news you never know that may come out on David Irving. Something may have happened. We don't know. I mean, for something to be this early on, brother, like it's it's strange, man. It really is strange. Unless Steels and Philon just look that good, where it's like there's no need. We don't even need David Irving. I mean, but that means that you have a lot of faith in Solomon Thomas. You have a lot of faith in Quentin Jefferson. You have a lot of faith in all these other guys that we have, Hankins, and Ah, man, it's a little nerve-wracking. I did not expect this today. I thought it was going to be a slow news day. I wasn't even going to do anything today. I see somebody ask about Murph. I'm doing the show with Murph and Captain Jack tomorrow, guys. So it's going to be tomorrow night. Yeah, man. And then next week, Mikey Raider, Watts, and open night. So we got a lot of stuff coming on. And then we got AP9 from the mob figures coming on as well. Ready to tape. Yes, sir. I wasn't high on Irving myself. Yeah, I said that in my live earlier, brother, when the news broke, that you guys weren't really too big on him. I think I was talking about. Yeah. No, I think you said. I think I was speaking about Solomon Thomas actually, but I think Solomon. Look, you can't let go with Solomon now, right? I mean, we need as much depth as we can.
Yeah, now it's like, okay, how many starters are going to play in preseason? That's what I want to know, because at the same time, I know you don't want to play somebody in preseason because what if they get hurt and you might have to like IR them and pay them for the whole year. Yeah. But now we're in a situation where if you're cutting this much of the defensive line this early, cutting people like Jeff Heath, cutting people like Irving, I think some starters are going to play. And that actually might be a good thing or a bad thing. I would like to see Meek Robertson play a lot of snaps. I'd like to see Damon Arnett play some preseason snaps. I mean, he didn't play a full season. Yeah, you risk him getting hurt, but he needs experience, definitely. So
I think he needs it more than anyone.
Maybe.
Like, for sure. Throw him out there. Keep Abram ass off the field. He may try to head hunt too early. I want to see a little Rasul Douglas. I want to see what we got in him. I watched him since West Virginia. I think he's already a talented guy, but I still want to see how he looks in this system. There's a few guys. So let's do that real quick. Name 5 guys that you're looking forward to see in preseason.
I think Brian, like we just said, Damon Arnett, and then I'm going to throw Brian Edwards in there.
Yes.
Yeah, you risk an injury with a wide receiver. Maybe not do anything over the middle with him too much. Don't do any slants or really like deep in routes. But I think you have to have him play, right? And I would definitely like to see Philon play, even though it looks like he might even start for our team in some situations. I think you still have to see Thomas play. And really, Merring needs to play. I know he's a rookie and everything, and he's going to be a starter for sure. Yes. But you just need those live snaps, especially since he was doing quarters a lot, if I'm correct, in TCU, not necessarily single high free safety cover 3. So you'd like to give him some snaps there, I think.
I want to see Kuntz. I want to see Isaiah Johnson for sure. I want to see what Divine Diablo can do. I mean, it's easy as hell to just pick all the rookies, Tyree Gillespie, but I also want to, and this may sound a little crazy, I want to throw Nicholas Morrow out there as well. He's still young. He's still young. I know he had an okay year he had a good year last year under that system. I think he could be better this year, but I just want him to get as many reps as he can as well. There's no reason to throw Nick Wachowski out there. Littleton, I think you already know. I think we know what we have in these guys. I know Littleton had a down year last year, but it was the system. I mean, let's just be honest, bro. I mean, let's be real. But I want to see what the hell Isaiah Johnson can do, bro. That's what the hell I want to see, bro.
His size too. I was thinking about that too. He looks a little more like a Gus Bradley corner. He's kind of bigger on the outside. He'd like almost like a Casey Hayward. Yeah. He's one of the biggest ones we have. Arnett looks small, and Mullen, like when you look at them on the field, it stands out. Now, I think Mullen's performing great, but they look like tinier corners, definitely.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Let me see. You know what? Ronell, too. Yeah, I would like to see, in which we are going to see a lot of them. I want to see a lot of Keyshawn Nixon out there as well. I want to see what we have in this guy. Like, I was a big fan of him in South Carolina, but since he came to the NFL, I'm not a huge fan of Keyshawn Nixon at all. He just consistently gets burnt over and over and over. But maybe you never know. But a Meek, he's going to benefit the most. I want to play him on the outside, man, in preseason. I know he's not going to play too much on the outside in the NFL because he's too short. But I want to see what he could do, just at least in preseason on the outside. Do you think we cut Solly? No, Mescurated, my brother. There's no way at this point now. I don't see it. Like,
it's a guaranteed deal too, so you lose 3.5. I think if you let him go.
Yeah, it's
last time I checked,
2.5, 3.5, somewhere in that range. Yeah. I know we got a 5-year deal with incentives, pretty much, and two of it was guaranteed, 2.5, somewhere around there. Yes, ready to tape. Exactly, my brother. I want to see how the O-line looks as well, for sure.
I like to see us play more backups in O-line because I think we kind of have a lot of O-linemen who could start. It's because they get hurt easily, man. I think I just kind of worry about that. What's up, Spotlight? What's up?
What's up, WiFiWillie? Man, it was supposed to be a surprise guest on my show today, and I just been running around. My parents is having a big barbecue tomorrow, so I've been running around doing stuff. That's why I was not able to have him on. But definitely next week, bro. Definitely next week. But what's going on, Doc? What's up, man?
I just reached out to my brother Spotlight last minute and said we finna do a live, man. If you can pull up. And it's same thing with Wi-Fi. I just said, man, look, we finna do this real quick. Bring my guys on, man. I love to bring the Avengers together as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm really working on this one soon, though, guys. I want to get about. This may sound crazy, but I want to get like 8 to 10 of us on live, man. I want to get Mitch. I want to get Samoan. I want to get Sanji. I want to get us. I want to get Ray to Tape. I want to get Honcho. I want to do something one day where we just have a bunch of us on here and the nation just asks us questions. It's all just questionnaire. We're not going into detail. I want to just bring the whole family on and let everybody just, you know what I mean, ask what they want to ask. You know what I'm saying? So that's the next move, man. That's the next move. But what's good though?
Let me know a date and a time, bro. Just let me know a date and a time.
For sure, my brother. And you already know, like I said, let's make up for that live on your channel as well. Whenever you need me back over there, it's all good.
Oh, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
Real talk though. So how are you feeling about? I already asked Wi-Fi. How are you feeling right now about this whole Irving shit?
Well, after I saw, you know, why I think he got released, I was like, okay, I understand. But when I got the initial, I'm in my wife's shop. I'm playing 2K. I'm chilling until we have to go back to the market. Raiders released David Irving. What? Yeah. In what world? Like, and knowing that we didn't see him play much last year at all, even when he was suited up, he was still Gruden and the defense did not give him a chance to be seen on the field, in my opinion. I
think he had like 40 snaps and like 2 assisted tackles. Like, that's all we seen from him last year. And what we was talking about, Spotlight, was, bro, like it's so early. Like something had to happen with David Irving where they were pissed that he didn't show up to OTAs. That probably makes sense for sure because he's someone that needs to show the everybody, Gruden, everybody. Like, look, there's a reason why y'all took a flyer on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all why like who I am. And for him not to go and get them extra reps, that speaks volumes. I don't think his head's in the game, but.
People saying, I don't mean to cut you off, guys, because I know this is your channel and everything, but people saying that,
man, fuck Irvin, that. This is our channel, man. Talk
Irvin was whack, and he didn't do much for us last year. He didn't get the opportunity. 40 snaps is not going to give you an opportunity. Let's just be realistic. Even though that he was back and forth on the practice squad, you don't know if he was going to be on the 53-man roster the following week. You can't say this guy whack if he just was not on the field at all. You only way you can be whack is you sitting on the sideline. But we had Gunther and Molinari didn't do nothing with this guy at all. So it got to be something about OTAs. They really liked Darius Stills or like the other defensive lineman that they had. And I feel like at that time, if he wasn't showing up, he was the odd man out.
Wi-Fi, you're on Twitter too, right?
No, I don't have a Twitter now. I got to make one right now.
Okay, create one, bro, so I can get you rocking on it. Because I like to. I just put it out. I just tweeted out the live. I forgot to do that shit, but I just tagged some random ass Wi-Fi. Well, I don't know who the fuck you was.
Yeah, I think there's another one on there. Yeah,
it's all good. I feel you though, bro. So let me ask you this, man, because I know. I think me and Spotlight kind of had the same D line, low key. Like who?
I think we did.
Yeah. So who's your starting DTs right now, bro?
I had Jonathan Hankins and right now I think this is before free agency, before we got Jefferson and before we got Philon and all of them. I think I had Cleveland and Jonathan Hankins as the D tackles. Okay. I think I had Cleveland Farrell, and because Cleveland Farrell's going to rotate. He's going to play a little bit of defensive end. He's going to play a little bit of D tackle. So I had him as my starting D tackle and had Crosby and Yannick as my my 2 outsides. But it changes up all the time now.
See, I want Yannick. Look, Yannick's going to start for sure.
Right.
I want Clee on the outside on first and second downs. If we want to move him in the inside on third, I mean, that's great. Bring in Max and let them just go after the quarterback. I'm so nervous about. Me and Wi-Fi were just saying this though, that I was telling him that I think that they were comfortable getting rid of David Irving because of Clee being able to play inside and out. But the thing that sucks is we didn't just lose a defensive tackle; we also lost a defensive end. You know what I'm saying? So
because they can play both positions.
Yeah. So like that makes this defensive line a lot more thinner, not just that defensive tackle, but that defensive end. So I don't be shocked if you go out and get a Melvin Ingram or a Justin. I know you're big on Justin Houston. Spotlight, I watched the video you did on him. I would rather have Justin Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest.
I'd rather have Justin Houston over Melvin Ingram. I know, understanding that Melvin Ingram comes from a Gus Bradley system. Cool. But if I want to have a person that's going to be available for me on the football field, is Justin Houston.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, 32 years old, I believe. Still going hard. He's not what he used to be, but he's still a fucking monster. I mean, shit. I'm shocked that Indy didn't bring him back already. Like, he's not, to me, Kwity Paye is not going to be a replacement for Justin Houston. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, and I had a Colts fan on my channel yesterday. We were talking about Justin Houston. And another thing they're missing is him as a locker room presence. I guess he's a big-time leader. He's always doing the press conferences and stuff. Yeah. So maybe you do bring him in, for the Raiders to have him sit with people like Farrell and Crosby, some of the younger people.
Yeah. I don't see Gus Bradley passing up on an opportunity to bring Melvin Ingram back, even though he only played a certain amount. He had no sacks last year, which that is very, very like come on, bro. At his age, it's like I don't know if I want to bring him back, but I know situational pass rusher, he may be cool, but like we were saying, we already have Malcolm Koonce for that. Like there's no reason to even bring in Melvin Ingram if we already have a Malcolm Koonce. So I would love to bring in Justin Houston. That would be the play for me. I would love.
I think Justin Houston would definitely help Malcolm Koonce in that position. He would teach. Koonce would be the student of the game when it comes to Justin Houston. I would love for them, to have Koonce have him as a mentor on that defensive line.
Well, hey, Ray the Tape says your new name is Snacks, bro.
Hey, don't judge me, man. I got some soul food. I was eating that cornbread. You can't judge me, man. Listen. I was eating that cornbread. I got this fried fish, the seasoned rice, and these collard greens over here. After I'm done being on here, it's going to be lit for Friday all day. Soul Food Friday for me.
Talk that shit, man. Talk that shit, man. So let me ask both of y'all, man. I talk to my bro Spotlight all the time. I got Wi-Fi on a few times. I want to know, bro. We kind of talked about it, but what's the next move? What is the next move? I know we freed up a few, maybe what about $1 million? Or that was guaranteed, right?
What, for Irvin's contract?
Yeah, I don't think much of it.
I don't think it was much guaranteed though.
Like $400,000 or something. So like,
it wasn't $1 million or anything of that nature.
Got you. So what is the next move? Because we have another roster spot open. Is that for Darius Stills, or is this another play where look, the nation got to chill? You did not cut David Irving to go get Julio Jones. That is not enough money.
That wouldn't have made no sense.
It's not enough money to free up to go get Julio Jones. The only way we get Julio Jones is cutting Jalen Richard and extending DC. That's the only way we can afford to bring in a Julio Jones. To me, I don't know any other way we can do it. But Nevin Lawson can get gone too. I mean, he needs to be gone regardless. But
I don't know why but the thing about this, the crazy part, we extended him. And we're going to release him because that's what we did. We extended Nevin Lawson this year for no apparent reason. I have no clue why we did it. I thought it was a dumb move to extend Nevin Lawson. But I think the next move is no next move, in my opinion. I think that we don't need to go out and get a Julio Jones. If we do go out and get one person, that is Justin Houston. That's the only person that I want to see us get if we be done with free agency. But at the same time, I don't know if the Raiders are going to go get Justin Houston. So I say no moves. Go into minicamp, go into training camp with the guys we got, have them compete. Whoever get cut. The better man win that roster spot.
Go ahead, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think when you talk about growing with the guys we have too, the biggest problem is who's going to play slot corner. And you look at some depth chart predictions with the nickel. I've seen Amik Robertson projected to be a slot corner. I don't think he starts immediately based on last year. And then Casey Hayward, people think he's going to play slot. He's not, because in Gus Bradley's system last year, very few snaps in the slot. I think it's like roughly 15 to 20. I took a look at it. So that guy's playing outside when he does play. So we really need to figure that out. And maybe you do find somebody in free agency if you think the guy's not in your room already. So I think a lot is going to hinge on how Arnett does in the future and Amik Robertson. That's probably like how far the secondary will go.
One guy with the secondary out there that makes sense is Brian Poole. I mean, I know he deals with a lot of injuries, but when healthy, he's one of the best nickel corners in the league. I mean, but I just don't know how much money he could demand. And I think that Justin
did he get signed, if I'm not mistaken? Did he get signed or no?
No, he's still out there.
Wow.
Justin Houston too. So but Justin Houston he's gonna demand a lot more money too. So the only reason I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Look, I see that Vinny B right now said, I don't know if you've seen that spotlight. Vinny said that word is coming out that it looks like Darius Stills and Darius Philon is killing it at camp right now. That may have played a reason why we let David Irving go. That's a very good thing to hear. But I'll be honest. I still think that I'm tired of talking about this shit every live. But Julio Jones is a very, very realistic option, bro. I'm telling you now.
I just don't think we have the cap for him. That I think he has a big contract over there in Atlanta. That guaranteed money that he's getting in Atlanta, we don't have. So only way we're going to get him in a trade that we're going to have to exchange some draft picks, exchange some draft capital, something. We just can't just give up draft picks for Julio Jones. We're going to have to give up some players.
Atlanta's not taking back any players in return because they only have $500,000 right now. They're getting rid of Julio because they need money. They can't even sign their draft class right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reason why they're letting Julio go. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, like we can free up $15 million, right? That's what Julio gets paid this year. 11 next year, 11 the following year after that. Okay. Atlanta will say, give us a first and whatever the hell else or whatever, a second and a third. We'll pay half of that this year. We just need we need $7 million to sign our draft picks, and we're good to go. So
yeah, you got a point there.
And so at the end of the day, if we can meet them in the middle and say, look, man, pay half, we'll pay half, we'll give you some draft capital, and that's it.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
because now is the time to make a move. Because Derek Carr is on $19 million this year, $20 million next year. Yes. He's going to be a hell of more expensive after that. Yes. Unless we're not picking in the top 10 anytime soon, unless we do a crazy trade up. Yes. So now is like this. It's kind of weird. This is our like Super Bowl playoff deep window these next 2 years, because this is when you have your quarterback at the cheapest deal who can still perform well. So they do need to make some move. Maybe you do get Julio Jones. Maybe you pick up somebody, you go all in Ram style on these next 2 years, because after that, you're going to have to pay DC or somebody, and you're not going to have enough money to do it.
I think we do that. I think right now, Gus Bradley comes from that Seattle system where they draft great defenders, usually in the later rounds, and they utilize them for 4 or 5 seasons before they got to cash them out. That's what we need to do now, like right now. Trayvon Merrick needs to be a monster safety year one. Divine Diablo needs to show up and show out this year, which I don't know how many snaps he's going to get because we have our linebacking core already intact. I want to see Tyree Gillespie get a lot of room, a lot of play. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like this year has to be the year where you say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go in. Because right now, the O-line is going to be the cheapest it has ever been. Ever. The defense as well. I mean, we have to do something right now, bro. And if you bring in Julio Jones, you cannot guard all those guys, bro. You can't guard all those guys.
Yeah, and I think Julio Jones would be a good mentor to Brian Edwards because of the size and what they could do in the red zone. So I think having Julio Jones come in, if he does get traded to us, because there's been a lot of reports about Chargers, Ravens, so many teams talking about it. And mind you, not most of those teams
don't have
play this year. Ravens, we play the Chargers, and we play the Colts. Them 3 teams are looking at them just like we are. So I think he'll be a good asset as far as the wide receiver core because Snead is a veteran, don't get me wrong, but he's not a Julio Jones. John Brown's a veteran, but he's not a Julio Jones. Julio Jones is a big-time receiver, even though that he's injury-prone, but he could definitely come in and teach these guys how to be the best in the league.
Let's be honest. At best, you put John Brown out there, he's another Nelson Aguilar.
But smaller.
If that.
So,
okay. We bring Willie Snead in, which he's going to be a rotational kind of guy. He'll get his little run, his little burn, but I just put it like this: John Brown and fucking you can put them two together, and that's Nelson Aguilar. Let's just say that. Fuck it.
But Snead and John Brown.
Yeah, but Kenyon Drake.
If Snead was in his prime, I don't think I would do that, but I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. No, I loved Willie Snead when he played with Drew Brees early on. I'm telling you, bro, that was he was a very underrated player to watch. Shout out to my brother Gabriel Mason. What's up, putos? Raiders. Shout out to my guy, man. Agent Red says Diablo could push Morrow for snaps. That's the plan because at the end of the day, Morrow is on a 1-year deal.
Yep.
Right? So
he gotta prove that he can be a starting linebacker in this league, even though you got young guys coming after your spot.
Yeah. I'm still stuck on the Julio thing and the receiver thing. I just want to say one thing about this, which is the fact that Derek Carr and Darren Waller, their worst games this past year, worst PFF grade was against Atlanta and also against New England. So what did they do? They just double covered Darren Waller hardcore. So you definitely just need somebody else. Like it's not like it's okay with what we have right now. So I just want to make that last comment before we moved on.
and what's crazy is Julio didn't even play in that game. And their starting running back didn't even play in that game, and we got fucking blown out. So yeah, that's pretty pathetic, bro. Brown is better than Nelson. Stats wise, Cap. He is. I mean, let's be honest. Stats wise, he is. But he also has not been proven to stay healthy. He's also played with me. Technically, for me, he's played with better quarterbacks. I mean, shit. He's had Josh Allen. He's played with Lamar Jackson. Did he play with Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
With Lamar for a year, right? Mm-hmm. He's had some guys that can get him the ball. You got Nelson Aguilar that's played with Carson Wentz and Foles. I mean, shit. I mean, it's a little more tougher. You know what I mean? Like, I think Nelson Aguilar is going to have a terrible year this year. You got Cam Newton throwing you the ball. Bro, like, don't get me wrong, get your bag, King. Like, you got a lot of money. Fuck it. But though look, we're talking about Nelson Aguilar being our number one guy, and he only had like 896 receiving yards. So
I'm throwing it out there right now. I know this is not just a regular NFL channel, but I'm putting it right here, right now. Mac Jones will start week 1, not Cam Newton.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Mac Jones.
They paid Cam though, right? He's not making. He
only got a 1-year deal,
but it's still like a lot of
1 or 2 year deal. But if you want to be honest and be serious, who's going to be the better quarterback in the Patriot way? Mac Jones.
I'm gonna say week 6.
Yeah,
week 6.
And
Go ahead, Wi-Fi. Go ahead, brother.
Well, just like they have like Hoyer again, right? They brought him in, and then they still have Stidham. Those look like backups for Mac Jones. They don't look like backups for Cam Newton, right?
Exactly.
Yes, I get it.
Maybe they'll want to trade for If they traded for Mariota and they had Cam and Mariota, then that would make more sense.
Now that's a competition of pass and run.
All I know is they both sweet as fuck. So the way Mac Jones walked down that aisle, I'm like, oh, he gonna learn from Cam a little more. Them boys up there, boy. Hey, get used to kissing your own on the mouth, King.
Oh shit, that is weird, man. I wouldn't do it. I would be like, yo, back up.
Yeah, bro, for real. But I won't even kiss my daddy on the mouth. You got me like that. Let me see. What's up, family? Shout out to Raider Queen. Let's get Julio Patrick. That is facts. Spotlight with the bold predictions. Gus Bradley's scheme is key. Yes, Mac Jones does have a better arm. Patrick also said, shout out to my brother Bass. Pat says Julio Jones would only be $7 million and $11 million for the next 2 years. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, to have one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, bro.
The question is, do you really want to pay a wide receiver, even though he's known as one of the top receivers in the league? But the best ability is availability.
Let me ask you,
do you really want to give a guy $11 million that could barely stay on the field.
We were about to pay Nelson Aguilar 10 to 11.
Even with the injuries of Julio Jones is still better than Aguilar. Let's just put it out there. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to pay a guy and he's never on the field.
Bro, last year Julio played in 9 games and had as many receiving yards pretty much as Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, you got a point there. But I just hope that he's 100% healthy to really help this football team. Yeah, I don't want to be another Trent Brown situation.
He missed 6 games last year. He missed one the year before, and I believe one the year before that. Like, so it's not. I mean, look, bro. Look, you got to guard him. Even if he's beat the shit, you got to guard him. You have. He has to be someone you have to watch on the field. And if you're watching him, Ruggs is going to be out there. Hunter Renfrow is going to be out there. Waller, you got to double team him at all times. Like, bro, like, there's no way you can match. That's the top 5 offense with Julio Jones, bro. Period.
And you also
we was already top 10 last year, so that's even making us elevate even more.
Hey, they said fire that weed up.
I already did, but thank you. Yeah, thank you, J. Oak. Shout out to you.
That's why I got the munchies now. Why do you think I've been picking into my soul food? Because I'm high right now. I'm lit.
Not giving a shit.
I'm lit. On my way home from listen, I was sparked up, so that's why let's go. I'm on it tonight.
But don't you think they should get Julio for, like, just make a move for morale reasons? Because it just signifies to your team that you're saying, look, we really think it's this year and next year. Like, we really think we're going all in. We're making these moves to show you that. Bringing in Casey Hayward, that doesn't really show that to me. Bringing in Unique, that shows a little more, because it's like, hey, and Kenyon Drake, it's like, hey, we're just these 2 years, we're going to spend hella money on these key positions. So I hope they just get somebody. It doesn't have to be Julio. I just hope they make another big move.
Yeah, facts. And I think that Julio Jones is going to be that move. I'm sorry, y'all. Gruden, we all know Gruden. Like, this guy cannot help himself. Let's be real. The whole A-Rod shit is quieted down. He'll be a Packer. Yeah, he'll be a Packer, or he'll be gone. Let's just be honest, bro. Like, the only move to make, Julio's going to be gone. Like, it's a foregone conclusion now that they have to free up that money, and they have nowhere else to go to do it. Matt Ryan has way too much dead money on his contract. They can't let him go. So, I mean, do you allow him to go to the Chargers? Because the Chargers would go get Julio Jones right now and allow Mike Williams to walk next year.
And you know what's funny? The Chargers have the cap too. They have the money. They don't really have no big money player over there. Hunter Henry is gone, and they got Hayward's gone. They released Hayward because of his contract. So they needed to free up that space. So I see them going to get, Julio Jones. So is Indianapolis. Indianapolis have the money too. Yeah. So, I mean, but I don't want him to go to Ravens, Colts, or Chargers. But if money talks.
Shout out to my brother Wi-Fi. I know tonight you have your what's that called? You have your finals, man.
Yeah, my last day of school. Yeah.
Let me know whenever you need to leave, brother. Trust me, man. It's good to have you here, but just let me know, bro. And I got you, King. Don't feel like you got to stay if you don't have. Look, school first. Well, like we said earlier.
I'm not going to fail college for YouTube. Maybe if it gets that good, then yeah. But I was just thinking, almost like lost my train of thought. Actually, what we were saying. Yeah, the Chargers. What I'm really worried about with the Chargers is the fact that they have Jared Cook. I know they lost Hunter Henry, but Jared Cook's their tight end now. And, I'm a little worried because he played 1 year with Gruden. And he was like Carr's number 1 guy that year. So he knows Carr really well. He knows Gruden's scheme really well. We have their intel on them because of Gus Bradley, but now they got intel on us. So you do got to worry about that a little bit.
Well, you have to reverse that a little bit also. And Gruden knows the intel on Jared Cook. So
that's true.
So he knows how he plays. But don't get me wrong, in 2016, Jared was that guy. Like that was our guy, man. But he's up there in age. What's crazy? He's still more healthier than Hunter Henry.
Yeah, and Hunter Henry got paid mad money to go to New England.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, Julio to Vegas finna happen. Shout out to my brother Raiders Dispatch, man.
What's up, Raiders Dispatch? What's going on, my guy?
Subscribe to my brother's channel as well. I am the Bay 2900. Thank you, King. I appreciate you, my brother, for the donation. Ruggs, Waller, and Drake, we good on offense, but you never good enough though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, I don't know, bro.
And if Ruggs is hurt, then you don't.
These high power offenses in like Tampa Bay and KC, and sometimes you could probably say Baltimore. They always have multiple weapons. Even though McCole Hardman, you might won't see him since punt returns, but he'll come in and get you one catch for like 44 yards and a touchdown. Like it's just to have the athletes that we need to compete with higher power offense. So if I'm the Raiders, I'll get as many offensive weapons I can get to compete. If the defense is not showing up, we have enough on offense to hold us to win the game.
Bro, you can play against the Chiefs every year and know that you're going to compete like a motherfucker when you got a Julio Jones on your team. Like with the Waller, a Kenyon Drake, a Josh Jacobs, with all those weapons that we have, bro. Like we're in a very offensive heavy division. I mean, the Chargers are going to be even better this year. I mean, Denver's offense is potent as fuck. If they just get a quarterback, I mean, look, that's not easy to get. So I'm gonna pump the brakes on that. Their defense is spectacular. But if Teddy Bridgewater can be that game manager like an Alex Smith, where he can, get the ball out and do what he needs to do. The run game is nice. I mean, these guys still have Lindsey. Is Lindsey still there?
No.
He left, right? Philip.
Yeah, he left. They got Melvin Gordon over there.
They got Melvin Gordon. They have shit.
Well, there's Sutton is looking good.
He's coming back off of ACL injury. They got Jerry Jeudy. They got Noah Fant as a tight end.
And they have boy from Penn State, Hamler.
Yeah, KJ Hamler.
Yeah,
he's a beast too. Like that's a mean fucking offensive. Like if their O line can hold up, bro, and Teddy Bridgewater can, that's another mean offensive team. So you got to be able to put points on the board. And I get it. Last year, we averaged 29, 30 points a game, some shit like that. Like bruh, against the Chiefs, you got to be able to put up 40 fucking points every time you play them. It's just real shit. With Julio,
we need a red zone threat too. Ruggs isn't a red zone guy. Like he's not going to be getting a bunch of TDs in the red zone. That's not his style.
Brian Edwards coming into his second year, so he's still learning as well. So you definitely need that veteran wide receiver that can get them jump balls or run those routes like Crabtree did back in 2016. So it's just facts.
That's real shit. Hey, I want everybody to know in the chat real quick too. Right when we end this, we will be on Andy's channel. I will be over there at Raiders Football Talk. We're going to go over there and talk our shit. That's the after party, man. So everybody pull up to my brother Andy's channel, and let's talk our shit over there as well. By that time, I'll probably be 2 or 3 whiskeys in. So I'm just going to kind of sit back. I'm going to kind of sit back and just watch my little brother talk his shit because he knows what he's talking about. And I'm going to just chime in here and there. So, yeah, make sure y'all pull up to Raiders Football Talk right after the show. And we're going to be litty over there as well, man. So, man, the David Irving shit, we talked about that. I mean, it was kind of like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? I mean, it's just like random as fuck when it's not even June yet. I mean, like,
training camp didn't even start. He didn't even make it to preseason. Like, that's crazy.
Bro, that's like, it's really fucking insane, man. What's the next position while we're still here, y'all, that we're worried about? That we made like I feel like I know the O-line is probably the easiest to say because we revamped it. I feel like I'm a little more nervous about our linebacking core. Just the depth wise.
Yeah, depth wise, we're not the best there at linebacker.
Yeah, like if one of our guys goes down, like what the fuck are we doing, bro?
We got for me, I still think it's cornerback, even though we have Arnett. I mean, he's still so unproven. And if you just think if one of these guys goes down, like Mullen or Hayward, you got to worry a little bit. We hope Isaiah Johnson maybe progresses, gets a little better. But I think that's a little concern for defense. Offensively, I think you still need a proven receiver. Renfro's great. Ruggs is great, but they're not the type of receivers who could do everything, an all-purpose receiver like Waller, someone like Waller. And it's been shown that when we lose games, specifically last year, it's when we don't have anybody open besides Waller. When the whole game plan is Waller, that shut down, we have nothing else to do. So hopefully they address that. I think, Julio, that might be a little crazy, but just get somebody, just get another weapon, because these are the next 2 years, like I was saying.
Real quick, everybody follow WiFiWillie, man. Get the fuck out of here and go do your homework, bro.
All right, thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it. Good seeing you, baby Trent Spotlight.
It's all love, man. It's all love. I'm rocking my
gonna-
baby Trent Brown t-shirt
We're
tomorrow.
gonna link up again soon, Wi-Fi. It's all love, my brother.
All right, Raider Nation. Good night. See y'all. Thank you.
Nation all day.
What's up? You got a couple more minutes, Spot?
Yeah, I got a couple of more minutes in. So, I mean, for me, I feel like the other position that we need to worry about, yes, it is an offensive line. Of course, we worry about the right tackle. But I think the center position is a very interesting position that I think we should be worried about. Even though Andre James was backed up by Rodney Hudson, we just got to see what he does on the field. We can say, oh, he learned from one of the best centers in the game. True. But can that be proven on the field? So we don't know. And like you said before, linebacking core, I think that's the least depth that we have on any part of this roster is the linebacking core.
I mean, technically, we have Javen White, we have Tanner Muse, they're both unproven. Right. We have Divine Diablo, which we're converting him just like Tanner Muse. You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's a little like, oh my God, if one of our three guys goes down, what the fuck? I mean, I know we could put Abram in the box and kind of play him around and do a little creative shit. Right. The offensive line, I get it, man. Andre James, it is a little scary. We have Nick Martin, y'all. He's been in the league for a long time. He's a center that can, go in there and do his thing. We also, I said this before, Richie Incognito can play safety if center, if need.
I'm going to say safety. What? Okay, Richie, I see you, boy.
Hey, man, that's that whiskey kicking in. But but he could play a little bit of center as well. And I feel at the guard position, we have a little more depth this year, man. We have Denzel, we got Simpson. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be all right, man. But yeah, man. I think Andre James might be that next guy. The more I start looking at his tape, oh yeah, Jimmy Morsley as well. Ryan, shout out to you, brother.
I forgot about Jimmy Morsley.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great competition for the center position. Or even if Tom Cable, he's good for this. Everybody that plays the actual position is going to learn the whole offensive line. Yeah. So that might put a little bit more depth on our offensive line. You could probably switch Morsley if you want to keep him on the roster from playing center. You could put him at some depth at right tackle behind Leatherwood or something of that nature. So it could work out on the offensive line. Tom Cable could work his numbers.
And if need be, man, Denzel can play right tackle. Alex can play the guard. I mean, all these guys are just diverse as hell, man. They're all over the board. Jimmy Morrissey can play guard as well at center. Like he can move around. The good thing is we got some guys that can do it all. And that's why I'm less nervous about our O-line. But yes, until I see them play, I'm going to still kind of be like, what the fuck? Shout out to my brother Rage Raider, man. I appreciate you, King. Thank you very, very much, brother. Man, brother, what you got going on, man? I got to tell you this. The hat I bought, right?
Yeah.
They canceled my shit.
Why they canceled that hat, bro?
It was sold out, bro.
Damn.
I bought the shit and they refunded my money and said it was sold out. So you a lucky motherfucker to have that hat, bro.
That's the one hat, y'all. That's the one hat that Graphic Raider does not have. Oh, I wish I was in the car to go. Matter of fact, I'm about to go pull it. Do I need to pull that hat out for y'all? Do I need to pull that hat out,
bro? Pull that hat out, bro.
Let me pull this hat out for y'all, bro.
Oh, this is mine? Can you make you cool with that? Just try it. Oh man, my wife made me an old fashioned, y'all. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Can you make me one? Please. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick. Shout out to my brother Dustin, as always. Keep up the great work. Graphic and DC is our guy. We don't need Julio Jones. Old ass. Our team's gonna be just fine. And I agree. We probably need more depth at linebacker. Raider Nation for life, baby. Shout out to my brother Dustin White. And Dustin, I'm gonna get you on a live again here soon. Yeah, shout out to my brother Dustin. Yeah, shout out to my wife for making a fire ass drink. You stupid. My wife over here talking that shit right now. She came over here, man. We went out for lunch. She pulled up at my job today and was like, "Hey, let's go eat." And we did a little more.
I showed the missus. I showed the missus. It was like, "Oh, that's Graphic's wife." I was like, "Yeah, that's Graphic's wife."
We did a little more to eat on a lunch break. You know what I'm talking about? So hey, I'm over here excited, man. You know what I mean? So we good, we lit. But that fucking hat, goddamn, bro.
Listen, man. You see that? They got the year that we went to Vegas, the old school helmet with the AFC Las Vegas in the back, Raiders on the side.
Yeah, that shit filthy, bro. That shit
Man,
filthy.
I was like, I got a hat.
One
that
of the
Doc
ones.
does not have. Because you have everything. You might as well say you can have a whole NFL shop just for the Raiders, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's low key disrespectful over here with what I got. I never even showed all the shit, you know what I mean? But at some point,
You're still putting stuff up.
Oh, bro, I got more shit back home in California, so it's not even here yet. You know what I mean?
Oh my
God. Braden says, "Graphic, what's your hat size, bro?" Braden, look, bro, I don't even do what's that called hat? I do all snaps or dad hats. I got a small ass head, bro. Pause.
Right, like my thing is I don't really do fitted hats at all either. Like I'm not a real big fan like the baseball cap type, like with no snapback. But this right here,
that motherfucker wet, bro.
I had to get it, man. They had it on sale too. Ugh.
I'm hella mad, bro. I'm hella mad.
Listen, they go restock. I'm telling you, they go restock.
He says, "Show your beanies." I got the graphic Raider beanies and the Oak Las Vegas beanies. I'm trying to make these hats. Hey, let me ask you this real quick, bro, because I know you go through the same distributor as I do with our clothing, with our merch and shit, right?
Mine's a little bit different. I didn't switch over to Shopify yet, but I'm kind of like thinking about switching over to Shopify.
Are you having a problem? A matter of fact, hold on, bro. Fuck all that. Hold on. Tripping, bro. Fuck are we doing, bro? The fuck is we doing, bro?
Ah!
Come on, man.
Raiders Talk hat. If y'all don't go to spotlightsportsgear.com and get you a Spotlight Raiders Talk hat, go get it. Go get it.
I forgot, man. I'm like,
right now.
I look at my brother on here a few times and not wore the hat. What the fuck am I doing? I gotta better my life, King.
Man, I seen Raider Honcho. He had on the Spotlight Raiders Talk t-shirt. I was like, look at that. I gotta get some more stuff from y'all, man. I gotta get that black hole t-shirt. I gotta get that.
I told Honcho the other day, when I went and bought my new car, I had Honcho's shirt on. I was like, bro, I'm about to whip in your shit, bro. It's different.
You know how he is. It's different. And I gotta hit him up too because I'm in Jersey. He's in Jersey too. So I gotta link up. We gotta link up while I'm out here.
Well, we definitely got to hook up for the Giants game, man. I would love for us to all get together for that Pittsburgh game as well, brother. We got to do a live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people in the nation to know that we all really fuck with each other outside of just on this shit. You know what I mean? So my wife going to be out there. Bring the wife.
The wife is coming. She's traveling with me. No matter, we're trying to get to Vegas that weekend of August 13th to the 16th because the Raiders play the Seahawks during that weekend. So hopefully we can get to that game too, and hopefully y'all can probably come out, see what y'all going on in Vegas. I'll be out there for the weekend.
Hey, Icy, you still in the chat? I got the show with Murph and Captain Jack tomorrow, my brother. If you are free, I want to bring you on, man. I really want to. My brother Icy does so much work behind the scenes, bro. Like it's really sickening that we cannot get my brother to 1,000 yet. Let's get him to 1,100 immediately, man. Like my brother,
man, when I tell you, before he started this YouTube stuff, he was inboxing all of us, all the latest stuff. Even though Raider Scott was the first one to put it out, he still sent it to us first. I was like, Icy is putting in the work, man. So y'all gotta get him to that 1,100 subscribers, man. Y'all gotta get him there, man.
Jackie, they're available now, Queen. I just made them 2 days ago. Look on the site. I just made them. Literally
That's why
black.
That's why I want to go to Shopify. They got the leggings for the women.
And I made the yoga shorts with it too. So Jackie, let me know what you think, Queen. Thank you for the donation as well. But we gotta get my guy Icy up, man. We gotta get my bro Icy up, man. Got to, bro. The shit he does for us is insane, man. He will give me news before he even drops a video. That's how real my guy is. You feel me? So, Spotlight about to he about to go half on the baby tonight. Shout out to David Scout. I already bought my Giants and Steelers tickets. Let's go upstate. New York Raiders fan born and raised. Talk that shit, King.
Just to let you know, David Scott, they have a whole Raiders bar in New York, in downtown New York. So, if you can't get to a game, get down there, man. I forgot the name of the darn bar because I was there for my birthday weekend, and I stepped in there just to see what it looked like, and then I went on about my business. But a true Raiders bar in New York City,
And
man.
they have a fire ass one in Buffalo too.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother Dick Vitale, man. I think we are forgetting that we have two guys that are easily measurable with a lot of linebackers that got drafted this year. 6'3", 4'4". No, Vitale, I get you, my brother, and I appreciate you on the donation. We just saying that there's two guys that's getting converted to linebacker. These guys have never played a down at linebacker in the NFL. Tanner Muse and Divine Diablo. You know what I mean? So it's a little tough. Even Javen White. I mean, Javen played a lot of safety at UNLV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these guys are not familiar with this with the NFL experience yet. But I agree with you, brother.
I think Javen White's going to be fine, even though he's been a professional for 1 year. He went through his rookie year as an undrafted free agent. I think he'd be fine this year.
OG, yes, I am. I'm dead ass serious. We need to do an OG. I may have somebody else run it too. Like OG, man. Matter of fact, I might have OG run that shit, man. We'll do an OG night, man, once a week, where we can just talk about all of our old school shit and talk about where we started. And I think a lot of the young fans need to understand where we came from.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't really know what you repping until you really know the roots of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my brother Daniel, man. I will most definitely. I'm gonna talk to you, brother.
I would love to be on here with the OGs, man. The OGs is the reason why we do what we do now. That we're taking over the next generation of Raiders YouTube.
Yes, and that's why next week. I mean, I know they're OGs, but their OGs are Raider YouTube. We got Mikey Raider, Oakland Knight, and Watts on next week, man. So we're gonna talk that shit. But I would love to bring my guys on. OG Rick Glenn. Shout out to my brother Rick Glenn. He always comes on and supports the channel. He's an OG in this shit. I would love to bring my elder spokesman to come in and talk that shit, man. You know what I mean? And lace me on some shit that I may not know. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, you should do a drinking game with them super chats, bro. Batman, I love my liver too much, brother. You know what I mean? I like at the end of the day, brother. I'm not gonna put my body on the line for $1, brother. You know what I mean? If you want to support the channel, King, thank you, brother. But I'm not gonna be sitting over here trying to kill myself for $1, man. You know what I mean?
A lot of super chats, man. You end up in the hospital somewhere. We don't need that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, brother. I'm too old for that shit, man. Spotlight, man. What you got going on coming up soon, brother?
Well, it's been a tough week because I've been doing morning show podcasts and then doing the Raiders stuff, trying to make sure I could get people on because they on West Coast time and I gotta go on extra late. Then I gotta wake up at 10 a.m. and then do a podcast all over again on my other channel. So it's been a lot going on, with trying to. Hopefully, I get you back on next week. I'll make sure it won't double book like we did because that's your mental health awareness Mondays, right?
Yes, fuck hopeful though. We'll make it happen.
Okay.
Cool. Just send me the time and day, bro, and I'll put everything to the side. Just do it ahead of time.
Okay, matter of fact, I'm going to hit you up tomorrow because that's where I'm going to start doing my schedule on who I want on the show during the week. So that's what I'm going to be doing that. And I'll hit you. I'll definitely send you a text. I'll probably not tonight, probably tomorrow morning, most likely.
It's all love, brother. And then whenever you got a thumbnail or whatever, shoot it to me and I'll promote it too. I know the last one we did, I was so I had so much shit going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And man, I got, bro, my kids, they still be like, bro, what's up? Like, bring your ass in the house, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to balance it all out, man. It's very tough. I know you're doing the same thing with what you got going on as well, man. But
yeah, because I run a whole sports network, so I got to check out. I do the editing, I do the podcasting, I do the thumbnails. I do it all. I'm wearing almost every hat when it comes to this stuff. Like I have a whole website. Then the Spotlight Raiders Talk merch. Now me moving from Philadelphia to New Jersey with my wife now. So it's like, we have 2 dogs, so keep piling on. But we make it through the day and make sure I try to live stream as much as possible.
Everybody in the chat, man, shout out our brother Spotlight for leveling up, man. There's nothing like getting you one of them ones, you know what I mean, and being on your grown shit, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, like it's a beautiful thing to see all my guys. Like, bro, you was already grown when we met. I'm just saying, like, to see you the thing, bro, and you moving towards that type, like, bro, like it's from somebody that's married. That's why I'm saying that. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to like You know what I mean? Like OG you and a weird shit like that. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm older as fuck too. I'm old as fuck, way more older than
We
you.
both old, man.
But I'm saying though, like, you know what I mean? I just love to see my guys falling in love, moving in, doing their thing, doing what they supposed to do, bro. That's what life is about, man.
She's my number one supporter, man. Number one supporter.
Bro, my wife.
You know what's funny though? She's like right over here, like behind this laptop that I'm on. She's doing her hair and watching our live while I'm here right now. She's watching it on her phone right now.
That's a real one. That's a real one. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, hey, do me a favor, man. Shoot her club up sometime this weekend. You know what I mean? And boom, it's that time, man. You might have to, you know what I mean? You have to double down, man. How you want the little ones, man?
Listen, it's already there, bro. It's already there. It's already there, bro.
Exclusive.
Yes, it's coming, man. It's coming.
Spotlight Raiders, baby, on the way.
Oh, it's coming, man. I'll tell you that. It's coming.
You heard it here first on DOX ENT, man. Shoot that venue up.
Spotlight, where you at in Jersey so I can pull up? I'm in Millville right now, but we between Millville and Vineland. Millville, New Jersey, and Vineland, New Jersey. So I'm in South Jersey. I'm not in North Jersey, y'all.
Okay. Yeah. Stay away from North Jersey anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with those Sioux Surfs and them.
It's a deadly game up there, man.
Yeah, it's a deadly game out there. I'm cool.
Ryan, yes, sir. You missed out on David Irving, my brother. But at the end of the day, man, yes, he didn't show up to OTAs. That's why it sounds like that may be the reason why he didn't make the you know what I mean? He got cut the fuck up out of there, man. And
he ready to tape you in Patterson, bro? You're not that far. Yeah.
Nah. Ready to tape line. He in Sacramento. He from my hometown. He lied. He trolling you right now.
I knew he trolling. Let me find out you trolling, bro.
He trolling the kid right now. Shout to Vital, man. He said Doc's Mental Health Monday show is great. I appreciate you, King.
I loved it, bro. I had to rewatch it. It was awesome.
Thank you. And you know what's funny, brother? If you have anything going on in your life, man, come talk with me too, man. I got two other people. I'm not going to share it yet, but I got two people coming on Monday, and we're gonna shoot our shit. They are in the nation. And I am working on trying to get Darren Waller on one of these shows as well. So y'all pray for me on that, man, because it may be in the works soon. And I would love to bring him on and just tell his story, man. I know he's told it a million times, but over here it's a little different.
Facts. And just to let y'all know, I really didn't want to put out the hat, but I'm gonna do it because it's Doc's channel, bro. It's Doc's channel. Just know it's a possibility. It's two possibilities that I might have Nate Hobbs on my show and DJ Turner. Those two might be on my show. I sent them a message on Instagram. They responded. They said when they can make time, they will come on the show. That's all I gotta say.
Just stay consistent.
That's all I gotta hear.
Just stay consistent on them. See that's to see the rookies, like that's more enjoyable to me than trying to do some other shit, man. Like having to go through all kind of wormholes and bro, bust that move. Shout out to my brother Spotlight, man.
What I did last year, I don't know if you saw last year where we had the undrafted free agent Madre Harper.
Yes.
After he got signed to the Raiders, I went straight to the inbox and asked for an interview, and I got an interview with Madre Harper. Every year that the Raiders do undrafted free agents or draftees, I'm right in the Instagram inbox. That's what I do every year.
Sober show with Darren Waller. Yes, I wouldn't even dare even touch a lick of alcohol if I had Darren on.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Ray Steels is supposed to pull up last night. I actually sent him a message, right? Because he retweeted me on Twitter, my video I did about him. And I said, hey, what's up, brother? Pull up on the show, man. It's lit over here. What's good? And then I stopped. You can ask Icy and my brother Andy. I retracted the message because I don't want to have players on me specifically. I don't want to have players on my channel. Waller, it would be for a different reason. It has nothing to do with Raider football. It's more about mental health and like how are you doing as an individual, as a human being. But bro, like this is no shade. Trust me, brother. I will watch everything I watch everything you do anyway. You know what I'm saying? But if you get Nate Hobbs in them on, bro, I'm shit. Look, bro, I'm all over that shit. But me personally, I think these guys will catch a lot of flack coming onto my show. because I do outlandish shit here and there.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? And I would hate for them to go in the locker room and be like, why the fuck did you do a show with Graf, bruh? And he talked shit about me last week. I just don't want to get nobody. I want to win some games. I don't want to interrupt no motherfucking chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little spooky, man. Sometimes everything is good. And what's that sour patch commercial? Everything's sour and everything's sweet. Yeah, man. I'm a little bipolar out this bitch. You feel me? So
you are because your shows be bipolar as hell too. So
there you go.
I mean, hey, I'm right with you. Sometimes I have good shows, and some shows I have real debates about stuff. Like my last show, I had a real debate about Josh Jacobs. People think Josh Jacobs is not a top 5 running back. That's their opinion about it. Okay. But me personally, I feel that Josh Jacobs is a top 5 running back.
Okay, so let's do this real quick before we get up out of here. Who's your top 5 running backs?
Is it got to be in order or just pick them?
No, just top 5.
I like Henry, Kamara, Jacobs, McCaffrey, and
Barkley.
I wouldn't say Barkley because has he missed the whole year last year? If we're going off of this past year, I'm gonna put Chubb up there.
Okay, I got Josh Jacobs as a top 10 running back.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that either, even though he's where you have him at. Where would you have him at in your top 10 though?
Every guy named, I would have them over him right now. And Chubb. So at this point, that's like 7 right now, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. There's some great guys out there. I mean, shit. Chubb is a monster. Like, I mean, shit, bro. Like,
right. Chubb is a monster.
Yeah. Shit, but I mean, he has another guy over there that's a monster as well. You know what I mean? So all I'm gonna say is this.
I still think my top 5 is pretty dope though.
No, for sure. No, my brother, I agree with you on that. I'm just saying Jacobs ain't a top 5 running back.
I just think, in the last couple of years, I think so. But listen, we here to agree to disagree. This is why we have these debates and have these conversations.
No, but talk that shit, bro. Talk that shit.
That's why we have it, man. That's why we have it. But
Dalvin Cook.
Listen, even when he played at Florida State, I was never a fan of Dalvin Cook. I was never a fan because I just feel like I don't know if it's because of the Vikings that he's on. It's just like his run style. Yeah, he do run for a lot of big runs. Don't get me wrong. And he does put up the numbers. But every year you see that man hurt. That takes away from having a bigger year than he had every year. He stayed hurt.
Jacobs be hurt too.
But Jacobs be hurt. But think about this. Who plays through it? Jacobs or Cook? Cook don't play through no shoulder injury. Absolutely not.
Bro, Dalvin Cook's injuries have been worse than that, though.
I don't know. It's just something about Dalvin Cook that I don't think he's better than Henry. I don't think he's better than Kamara. I don't think he's better than Chubb. I don't think he's better than CMC. Even though he led the so-called was second in league rushing behind Henry, but I love downhill runners, and right now that's why I have Henry at number 1.
That's all you had to say.
That's why I have Henry at number 1. I love downhill runners. I love north and south runners,
brother. Like now, either way, I'm gonna win my debate, and you're gonna win your debate because what you said makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you like downhill runners. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it, brother. Like because you could easily throw Green Bay's running back into the mix.
Aaron Jones.
You know, to Aaron Jones. You could throw other guys into this mix where it's like, hold on, bro, is Jacobs a top 5? But see, we may look for 2 different things. So I get it. Like, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Josh Jacobs. That's my guy, bro. I don't buy a lot of people's jerseys at all. I buy Josh Jacobs' jersey. That's my guy. I watched Nick Chubb at Georgia. That was my guy. My brother went there when he played there. I used to go up there and stay in the dorms with my brother and go fuck with it. Like I used to watch this guy like, damn, I hope one day we get this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But top 5, okay. I'm not mad at you. Talk that Raiders shit. Talk that shit.
because it's Raiders, I want to be biased, but I just see the productivity. Even though he still had a bad offensive line, an injured offensive line, and still was able to go to the Pro Bowl and get 1,000 yards rushing. Dalvin Cook has a good offensive line, probably just as good as ours. They can run block to hell, but they can't block for Kirk Cousins, so they put everything on Dalvin Cook.
Lamar Jackson is the best running back in the league.
I can listen. When it comes to athleticism and him being agile and able to play backyard football, yes.
Yeah.
That's what Lamar Jackson is. But I mean, I just feel like if I want to put Josh Jacobs in that top 5, he is number 5. He's not top 3, he's not top 4, but I say he's that fifth pick, in my opinion. He'd be that 5th guy. Josh
Jacobs the GOAT, man. Fuck it. It is what it is. Hey. Talk to my brother, man. Go spend some time with your wife, man.
She doing her hair, bro. I might just go play some Madden and
pull up to Andy channel, man. Come on.
All right, listen. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I'm a fuck this seafood up. I mean, this soul food up though, and then I'm gonna hop over to Andy's channel. It's going down.
Let's get it. Pull up, brother. I'm gonna tell him to send you the invite if you want to yank up too.
Yeah, tell him to send me the invite.
Let's do it. Thank you, brother, for pulling up as always. My brother, you know I love you to death, King. I hope I see you in a minute.
Absolutely.
Nation, this is another show in the books. Tomorrow we have Murph and Captain Jack. I'm gonna be pulling up a few other guys as well. Tomorrow we're gonna do some things. And then we got Mikey Raider, we got Watts, we got Oakland Knight, we got AP9 for the Mob Figures coming up. We got a lot of things in the works, man. I'm actually working on Yuck Mouth as well, man. So you may see Yuck Mouth from the Loonies. I got 5. I may have him on here soon as well because I want to drop that record that I did to his record, which I've already talked to him twice. Mm-hmm. I want to make sure that you guys hear it from him, that I have this stamp of approval, man, because that's my guy. And I would love for the Raider, for the nation to hear it from Yuck Mouth's mouth. You hear me? So, yes, man. So love you, brother. I'm going to catch you in a minute. Nation, as always, I love every single one of y'all. Chat gang. Wipe them feet on the way out like you wiped them on the way in. We lit. All right, y'all.
All right.